Good morning, Sam. As it,
Morning.
oh, very good. We're getting better at this. I can tell. You never know when I'm going to actually let you in, right?
Yep, no, I'm gonna be a little bit more prepared or have a secondary device here so you guys don't get ringtones that goes back and forth, but we're
Ah,
there.
very good, very
We're
good.
getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there, but it's great to have you this morning. So, like I said to everybody, Sam's bringing us sort of some announcements, what's going on in the faith community that we're a part of, so that you can kind of tether into that and connect to that. For those of you who aren't a part of that community, at least you can kind of see how our communities of faith
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way to navigate these times. So, Sam, what's going on in church life at OSLC?
All right. So church life at OSLC has lots of stuff going on this week.
Yeah,
Um, Amen to not going back, but moving
yeah.
forward. Lots of good stuff despite all of these changes. So we had executive committee this past Wednesday. And just a quick reminder, once a month, we'll hear from either somebody on executive committee or from the parish council. And we thanked everybody last week for responding to Mark, but what I'm not sure about is, do we need more responses, Dan? And if we do, who should people contact?
Yeah, so what's happening is I'm bringing the nominating committee together. They don't know this yet, but this week, and they sit down and try to come up with a list of people who might function as leaders for us in the next year. But
Okay.
it's better if someone's thinking, I'd love to serve in that role, if they just reach out to me in an email, and then I'll bring their name to nominating committee, and then we'll put a team together for, the leadership for next year. So that's probably the best thing. Just email me at this point, dan@oslc.net, and then we'll start sending out emails and inviting you to serve for the next fiscal year.
There we go. You heard it from the source.
Yep.
Email Dan if you are interested. Coming up this week in some of our regularly scheduled stuff, Monday night at 7 p.m., we've got Women of the Old Testament with Martin. Thursday morning at 11 a.m., we'll have Life Before God with our adult forum. And then Thursday evening at 7 p.m., we've got our parish council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we've got Digital Days of Service. And if you are sitting there thinking, what is that and what does that mean? Just check the comments section. I dropped a link in there. Click the link. It'll tell
Oh,
you
thanks.
about it. We've also got new series on Soul Forum. I saw that go up earlier this week. Hopefully you've already listened to it, but if you haven't, you can get that on any one of your favorite podcast apps, or you can just click through on Facebook to listen to it. This one's looking at integrating economic justice into the peacemaking process. So we're going beyond capitalism, socialism, and welfare economy, working toward a profound economic justice. Gosh, I almost feel like my advisor, Cynthia Molobeta, wrote that.
That's great.
So you can find it on your favorite podcast app. Definitely take some time to listen to that. That's
Yeah.
a good one. The OSLC youth are inviting everybody to submit an entry for the OSLC Easter baking competition. Just reading about this made me hungry. I'm a little sad. The competition is photos only. But if you need somebody to taste things, I volunteer as tribute.
Boy, I tell you, the level of self-sacrifice with this project is just admirable.
I am just really dedicated.
You really are. I mean, I'm willing to taste all of these entries if required.
I mean, this is what is asked of us as clergy, right? So the categories include most colorful, most creative, and most Eastery. They were interpreted by youth judges. So, play to your audience.
Yeah.
Photo submission deadline, and it is just photo submission. The deadline is Sunday, April 4th by 5 p.m. One submission per person, no cheating. And please submit your entries via email to youth@oslc.net. Winners will be announced the Sunday after Easter.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's such a tight window. I'm going to have to start thinking about this. So it's coming up.
No, I was like, man, I don't have all my baking gear.
Yeah.
All right. So Youth and Peer Ministry is excited to host some community building events. I think your last one was a paint and sip, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got some new opportunities coming up, but they want to do a survey to get a little bit more clarity on what people might like to do. That is something that I also dropped the link to in the comments, so you guys can just click on the link and go take the survey. They'll find out more about what types of events people might want to do and what the best timing might be, and then you all can gather together on Zoom and have a good time.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. We've also got a special shout out to Tom and Rich. Apparently we tackled a major water emergency on site. So my applause to you. Those are not fun.
They're not.
They isolated a leak in one of the water lines that was wasting water every month and
Yep.
dealing with a main fire suppression system issue. So
Yeah.
good work there.
We were losing 2 gallons of water an hour.
Oh,
I mean,
ouch.
that's serious. And so we were really panicking. So we haven't solved it, but at least we've stopped it. So that was a big one. My
Tom
goodness.
and Rich, your saints.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all the big stuff. You can always come back and listen to announcements again via the YouTube channel. That link is also in the comments. And as always, we are here. We are in a digital world at this point, and it's just as real as face to face. So please share this interaction with your friends and your family and people you love that you think might be interested. I will tell you personally, I love Dan's reflections and I share them with all of my church people because
Oh,
they're just
that's awfully
so
kind of you.
valuable. And I
Yeah.
no doubt everybody at Our Saviors sees the same and appreciates the same. So please share it around because it helps support OSLC and it helps support our work. And that's the news. Dan, back to you.
All right. Okay, thanks, Sam. Just one more quick thing. If you're interested in watching the full video on A Time to Grieve, which we did early in the pandemic, I can't remember where we were in the loss at that point, but it was significant. It's a little bit of an extended piece. It's a nice piece to do at some point. And we can drop, I know Sam's great about dropping links in, so maybe she could drop that link in at some point too. But it's on our website. You can find it in our YouTube channel. So that's the place to find it. And then I did post in the link a way to get to our media page. So if you're wanting to join us for the virtual coffee hour that's happening next, you can use that link there to pop in. So once Sam and I are done, you can join us for that. So with that, I want to thank anybody who's been a part of this conversation up to this point. I mean, one of the things we're trying to do on a Sunday morning is not, do your classic worship style, but just to dive into the kind of the wisdom traditions that inform the way in which we both imagine where we're situated and kind of create the hope that can kind of guide us forward. And that synergy is really at the heart of the religious experience. So we think we can do it in just these conversations. We hope you find them meaningful as we move through this together. So thanks for being a part of today, and we will see you next Sunday as we gather together at 9 a.m. again for a few more Sunday reflections. And for those of you who'd like to join us after we close this off, meet us for coffee. All right, take care, everybody.